Hello, I'm Johnny Chaffin from Collins Manufacturing, and today we're going to go over how to install a tilt mechanism on a shampoo bowl. This particular bowl is a CB82. This one's white. They come in black also. Depends on which one you buy, but the installation is basically the same for all of our tilt bowls. So one of the first things you want to do is when you get your tilt mechanism is you want to inspect the tilt mech, you want to inspect the bowl, but we're going to check to make sure that our inserts will fit into these holes. So we have an extra insert here we're going to use. You just want to go through and make sure that they're clearance in all the holes. They fit snug, but not too tight, so you want to be able to get them in. If there's some kind of buildup inside these from where they've been poured at the factory, you want to we use a Dremel and a diamond bit. We just kind of clean the hole out a little bit. Didn't have to be cleaned out much, just enough to be able to get the insert in. If it's too big, the insert won't hold, so that's important. The next thing you can do is get your drain ready to install. We've already partially disassembled this one. One of the first steps you want to do is loosen this assembly here. It's threaded, and then we just put a drop of Loctite on the male thread and then tighten this back down. That'll just keep in the future from people taking it in and out from this falling off and going down in the drain. So that's an important step. Next thing you do is disassemble your drain. This center screw assembly comes out, and the drain comes out in basically 4 different parts. So this part goes on the inside of the bowl. This part goes on the outside of the bowl. You want to make sure that your rubber ring stays inside. You can feed it in from the bottom. You put your threaded insert in it. It's hard to do with one hand. Bear with me a minute. We'll get there. All right. So get that inserted. Make sure that the gasket's lined up. Now, as you see, I got the gasket in the wrong place. See, it's pushing through. You want to get it centered and get it in the hole right. Once you get everything centered up, put the outer piece on it and thread it in. And again, I'm going to turn it over and make sure that the center part's right, that if nothing's moved, the gasket's where it should be. It is. And we can tighten it the rest of the way down. And you can take a large screwdriver or a wrench, and you want to snug that down nice and snug so you don't have any leaks in the future. Now we're going to install our tilt mech. We've already checked our holes, cleaned those out. We want the springs located toward the front of the bowl where the opening's at. You want to work the inserts down in. And you'll notice that we're using half the clamshell after you get this installed. Before you put it on the cabinet, you'll put the other half of the clamshell on. But for this purposes, we're not going to do that. This will have nuts and washers on. These are your mounting holes. These adjust the range of motion for the tilt mech. So that's all important later. So we're going to take a 1/4-inch drive ratchet, and we're going to tighten down the bolts, reach through these holes, and you're going to tighten the inserts bolts down. So tighten all 4 of them down. I can't get my ratchet set right. Take your time going across in a cross pattern, snugging each one of them down, and they snug to 15 to 20 inch-pounds. Now that only converts to 1 foot-pound. So you can kind of use your judgment, just make sure they're good and snug. You don't want to pull them through the bowl, but you also don't want to leave them so loose they'll come off. But we've tested them. We find that 15 to 20 inch-pounds is the appropriate number for making them hold, and they seem to hold it well like that, no damage. Again, when you get all that done, everything's tightened down, everything's torqued properly, you're going to put the bottom half of your clamshell on, and then you'll turn it over and install it onto your cabinet. So that's how you install this onto a tilt mechanism. And again, I'm Johnny Chaffin from Collins, and thank you for watching.